guys, today I'm going to tell you how Saka Snowvaks is so consistent. 3 games in a row he came top 5 with a decent amount of kills, securing him top 10 in FNCS Grands. Being on high ground and the loadout he has, Snowvaks adopts a commanding playstyle, signaling to players you need to rotate basically. Heavy sniping and shooting the player that was in his path pressures them to move quicker. The high AK damage and risk of being heavy sniped means players in front will continue to build after being shot. What this does is give Snowvaks a protected path to mirror into 5th zone. Also want to note on his anticipation of future scenarios. So here his plan to rotate is on foot instead of using a launch pad. So while rotating, he actually hears a large wave of launch padders with the audio cue, and he realizes he may become the main focus of a choke point, as in 5 seconds he'll probably be one of the only people who isn't in zone. So in this case, he actually decides to pad, right? So this is really good at avoiding those situations where he could have been very punished. So look at this cut he does in 7th zone here. So he doesn't play edge of 7th zone. He expends a lot of mats to move inwards to get a center position. He can do this because the amount of mid-ground players from 6th to 7th zone decreases quite a lot. So he won't get punished. Also, this is what I picked up on at the end of 6th zone and all the way through 7th zone. The storm radius, the distance between this edge and the center of storm, is less than 30 meters. Right, so the harpoon range is 30 meters, right? So playing a center position can be very, very rewarding as he's able to, yield loot from multiple different angles. Snowvaks got a kill in the 3rd zone and luckily the first moving travelled back over that loot. So really good awareness of Snowvaks realizing he can get a refresh in mats, putting him in a really good spot. Right, so focusing on the objective, just staying frontside, blocking his top and getting to those mats first. So you have to gain really good awareness of time and unpredictability. So he gets to beam on Stilson and realizing it's time to dash back as he kept front side for basically this entire zone. Allows him to go for a nice edit play with previous piece control. Yeah, again, really huge as he gets another impact kill and more mats. The trend I've seen in Snowvaks, gameplay is that he actually uses his pad at 7th zone. At least he tries to. So he low pads at the start of 7th, especially when it doubles far, right? Because when you think if zone doubles far, the whole lobby's had to travel an insane amount of distance. So everyone's going to be shambles on mats. Everyone's going to be looking for an impact. And obviously they're going to be very tunnel vision on that. So he low pads at the start of 7th, immediately elevates and looks back towards his choke point, which is going to be at the back side of zone, right? When you think about it. So constantly getting ahead and looking for kills is something Snowvaks does, and that's what makes him very consistent. Something that everyone should know about zone behavior is whenever the first zone pulls extremely far in any compass direction, so we see here how part of the circle is cut out of the map entirely on the south side, it means the highest probability of second zone position is to mimic that first zone. So here a zone pulled very south and the second zone pulls south for a consecutive time. So looking at Snowvaks battle map, he plans his rotation around this predictability. So rotate south in general instead of replacing at POI or taking a hill, or just staying put at Grotto. So he mitigates this RNG, especially in zones that you can somewhat predict, is a key to him being very consistent. C6 zone here go up a steep elevation. Snowvaks is smart in how he only starts to elevate himself when necessary. Staying low ground and front side means he doesn't have to spend mats on a cover top for such a long distance. Gives him more mats to actually elevate with. Overall his mat conservation is perfect, and this shows how he gets deep placement a lot. So saving the pad for the 7th zone always puts him in a good position to find a refresh. He keeps front side with zero hesitation. He low pads to the dead side of 7th zone using minimal materials by breaking in old tarps to get to low ground, right? And he wraps around to the front side yet again by basing his positioning on his loadout. So positioning low ground, you're usually going to find players with zero mats, right? So obviously with that splash damage with the RPG, he's able to get low ground impacts because of that.